Hello everybody, this is Jimmy up here on the mountain. This video is for my new subscribers. I want to show some stones that I found recently. I have an acre field down below the Serpent wall that I grow sunflowers and vegetables, and this year we got a pump in our artesian well. So I had plenty of water, so I expanded the garden and found, while I was digging holes, all of these stones, or most of them. They were several inches down, but every shovelful had quartz stones in them, all carved into things like elephants, mammoths. See that? There's another one right there. Serpents, or I should say vipers. This is a piece of dark smoky quartz. I call it black quartz. It has a window in it. And you take it out into the sunlight and a green light reflects off of a surface in there. And the serpent has a green eye. It's so cool. And it was all carved out. This side has a beautiful shape that they all made. There's a lot of these shapes around, and someone loved the stone. There's another dark piece of quartz with that shape. And some of these were used as tools, but many of them weren't. They were carved out wonderfully and carried around, and for some reason they were all left where they were. This was found there too. This is a piece of, I think, iron. Rusty iron. It feels like pumice. It might be the remnants of a furnace, who knows. But I think they made red ochre out of this because there are mounds on the property with red ochre in them. Probably 12 to 15 inches down. They put a whole layer several inches thick of red ochre. And under that, I don't know what there is under that. I leave the mounds be. But there's a serpent right there, all carved quartz. It looked like it was carved very easily too. This here is a weapon, beautiful. You put a piece of maple, I guess, under there, and it would be a mace. You can see the point on it, piece of quartz. Big, heavy piece, made to kill those big animals, I guess, that they hunted. There's another axe there, cats on it, and there's my guys, the owl. This is my favorite piece I've ever found, and I've only started collecting three or 4 months ago. I found all of this stuff under my feet. And this piece of smoky quartz here, this fish on it, has a fish on it, has this owl carved into it with its talons around what looks like a pineal gland to me, right in the temple area. There's another head of a condor. See it? And the owl, the talons, and the pineal gland. The guy's eye is one wing, the tail, and the other wing covers the eye. Very spooky. This guy, of course, I've shown him before. Big axe with the viper on it. These people liked vipers. Viper hat. This is my giant. Red hair. I mean, they were here. I believe it. No one knows it in Vermont. They won't tell you because they don't know. This huge piece of quartz, all polished and loved. For some reason, it was in the ground, just laying there, left. Lots of orange quartz I found. It must come from the back of the property where they mined a lot of this stuff. shaped like vipers. They used these for things, I guess, and carried them around. Axe heads. Lots of small pieces of quartz I found that are all carved and used. Some into shapes. Even buffalo. We've seen the buffalo before with the eye and the three pupils. Sorry for the shaky hand, but I thought I'd show these to you. Some sort of weird creature on the back of that axe, I think. And this guy, I mean, who the heck is this with the knob on his head? His bone was found right near the quarry, and it was probably a handle for an axe, but it's all carved out. I don't know what it is, but it's got all scratches all over it. But they're symmetric. It wasn't scratched to butcher, I don't think. It was used as a hand axe and probably decorated. There's a few of them around. And this stone I love. It's got a elephant on it. Someone held it like this. The back of it has the tail. And used it to make something with. But it's just a beautiful piece with an elephant or a mastodon. And you hold it back in your hand like that. It's all stained from being in the ground, but it's beautiful, isn't it? All carved out. Someone loved it. This was down in the field, just laying there. And what do you do with all this stuff? How do you classify it when people don't even talk about these things in Vermont? There are walls here that were built so long ago, people forgot about them. Well, there you go. Stones from mysterious Vermont. Viper walls. Chambers. With giant stones for roofs. Wells, crazy, 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 beautiful stones carved out. What do you do with all this stuff but show it? If you have any ideas, let me know. This is what I'm dealing with here. Thank you all for watching.